Sports Today family members, now we are seeing in the Super 8 stage some very good movements that are happening. Group C is settled. Group B could go down to the wire, and Group D, you have a tussle for D2. Who's going to be that? Because as soon as the matches ended yesterday between Netherlands and Bangladesh, there was one more game that happened. There were two more games that happened. And the first game that involved was England versus Oman. Adil Rashid took 4 wickets as Oman were bundled out for 49, and England chased down the target of 50 in 3.4 overs. So what that has done, England's net run rate, which was minus 1.8, has jumped to +3. That is how big the differences was. And now, if England can thrash Namibia, then even if Scotland lose by whatever margin, then it doesn't make a difference. England and Australia will go through. So the permutation for Group B is, if England thrash Namibia and Scotland lose to Australia, then it will be England and Australia. B1 will be England, B2 will be Australia. But if the game between Australia and Scotland, if Scotland win, or if the game is washed out, then Scotland will become B1, England will be eliminated. So England will have to hope that the Namibia game that they play, that also is not a washout, and the Scotland versus Australia game is not a washout. So England have done themselves a massive boost from changing their net run rate from minus 1.8 to +3 in the space of just this one game. Oman and Namibia are eliminated. So that is why it is going to be a huge tussle for B1. Australia have already qualified. One spot remains, Scotland or England. On the other hand, Papua New Guinea versus Afghanistan happened, and Afghanistan managed to win by dismissing them for 95. Afghanistan did have some very nervy moments, but then they managed to make it and make it 3 out of 3. So Group C is settled. Afghanistan and West Indies. Afghanistan will be C1, West Indies will be C2 officially. Both nations have qualified, which means game over for New Zealand. New Zealand are officially been eliminated for the first time. A proud 10-year record has come to an end. Ever since 2016, they have been making it. 2015, if you have to look at it, they have been making it to the finals of an ICC event on a consistent basis. Except for the 2017 Champions Trophy, they have been in the World Cup knockout stages each and every time. 15 final, 16 semi-final, 19 final, 21 final, 22 semi-final. Even in the World Test Championship 21, they were in the final. But now in 23, they were in the semi-final. 2024, in the World T20, they are done. Group stages, they have been eliminated for the first time, and it is not a good sign at all for New Zealand cricket. Maybe this is the end of the golden generation, and it had to end in a very tepid way indeed. But now there are reports coming in that 2 Indian players are set to return. They were there only for the US leg, and the reports are stating that Shubman Gill and Avesh Khan are set to return back to India after the end of the game versus Canada. Because these reserves, some of them were there only until the US leg. Now when they move to Barbados, 3 more games to go, potentially 5 more games to go, they may not need that many resources. And on top of that, they are looking at fitness issues which are not there at the moment in the Indian cricket team. And this is the reason why 2 individuals are expected to return back to the US, Shubman Gill and Avesh Khan. Those are the reports. On the other hand, if you look at it, there will be a major fallout if Pakistan do not manage to make it to the next stage. Because if there are reports to the Pakistan media, if they are to be believed, 6 players might be dropped from the Pakistan team altogether, owing to, get this, according to the Pakistan media reports, favoritism. Now, favoritism is the tag that is haunting Pakistan cricket at this point in time. Mohammad Amir, anyway, there are reports circulating that yes, Amir might permanently retire from international cricket after the end of the T20 World Cup. He is not going to pursue a career in international cricket. He'll be a T20 freelancer at this point. Same might be there for even Imad Wasim. But if Pakistan don't make it, and that is why the USA-Ireland match is very, very important today. The conditions in Fort Lauderdale are not that great. Rain has stopped, but then you might see at max a stop-start game if it happens. So USA versus Ireland. If USA win, game over for Pakistan. If the game is washed out, game over for Pakistan. If Ireland beat USA, Pakistan remain alive. They just have to beat Ireland so that their net run rate doesn't dip below the USA. So that is why this is a huge match that's coming up. USA versus Ireland today. Apart from that, Group C is settled. Group B might go down to the wire. Group A, still it involves whether Pakistan or USA will be A2. Group D, Netherlands or Bangladesh, because Bangladesh have one game against Nepal. Nepal plays South Africa. Netherlands plays Sri Lanka. So that's why it's going to be a very interesting thing indeed. From tonight onwards, from 16th onwards, the Euro 2024 tournament is going to begin in Germany. Which football team is going to be the masters of Europe? 2021, it was Italy who managed to end a 53-year jinx and win the Euro title on penalties versus England. 3-2 they won in Wembley. This time, who's going to lift it at Berlin? That is the major situation. Will it be France? Will it be Germany? Will it be Spain? Will it be England? Which European powerhouse is going to win the Euro? That remains to be seen. Now, there is question marks over whether Igor Stimac will continue as the coach of the Indian football team. Remember, their chances of direct qualification for the AFC Cup are over. Even the World Cup is all but over. But according to the report here that Times of India has carried, AIFF said to tell coach Stimac to find a new job, but the Croatian is unlikely to quit. This is the report that is there at this point in time. The AIFF will initiate talks with Igor Stimac about mutually parting ways, but that is unlikely to happen without a compensation. Now remember, according to the new contract that was there, Stimac has been paid about 25 lakhs per month. Now if he goes much before that, they'll have to shell out a massive amount, and because of that, AIFF currently financially are not doing all that well. So how will the parting happen? Compensation, will there be negotiation of the compensation? That remains to be seen now. So, as far as the games that are concerned today, South Africa will take on Nepal. It is an inconsequential game. For South Africa, they have already made it, but Nepal will be determined to cause an upset. If they beat South Africa, then Group D for D2 remains wide open totally. On the other hand, USA-Ireland, most of Pakistan will be watching this match because they would want the rain to stay away, but the weather, many people are saying, might improve, but on 15th and 16th, it's not looking good for them. So that's why USA, Ireland, South Africa versus Nepal, that is the situation there. Group B, England still are staying alive, but Scotland, they now have a desperate match against Australia. All those equations are thrown out of the window. It's just a simple win or loss at this point in time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Bye-bye.